And hello everybody, welcome back to Tropico 6. Now our little town here is growing so far. We do however have a little problem here, and that is money. Right now we are pretty low on that. There's another freighter coming in, so a bit of money there, but we have to do something about that. Now, a few of you suggested that we should change the plantation work mode here, since we do have quite a lot of plantations side by side. That is something that I can do right away, from monoculture to multiculture. So decreases the efficiency by 40%. The plantation does not decrease the fertility over time. The plantation gets 10% efficiency for other plantations in the vicinity with a different crop running. So that means we do have pineapple, tobacco, coffee, tobacco, and banana and corn. So we have 4 different crops here. Let's just wait for the freighter there. A bit of money. And that means we can now change for the tobacco, for example, to multiculture. We can change it for the coffee here to multiculture, for the pineapple, because that has 2 other ones. And this one here is tobacco. We can change that too, because we have corn, banana, and coffee here in the vicinity. So they change their efficiency now, and they're not losing any efficiency anymore over time. So that should do something there, right? Now, the other thing that we have, the other problem that we have right now, as I said, is money. Let's have a look at our economy there, and I can see that our expenses are really high. Now, why are they so high? Construction is only 3,600, so that doesn't make a much difference there. So I have to look it up. Now, edicts cost me quite a bit here, 3,000 in the last 12 months. That's quite a lot. We have to change that. Edicts, the wages are pretty high, especially for the plantation and the Teamster office. Now, I do have quite the high workforce here, so all my plantations are working right now. I'm doing something very unpopular, but I have to do it for now. I'm going to reduce the wages for all my plantations. That decreases the efficiency by 10%, but you know, they're already working at only 20% efficiency because I didn't change the culture type here. So now that we have multiculture, efficiency should go up again by quite a lot there. So this is the compromise here for now, because we do have financial problems and we do need to do something there. The other thing was the Teamster offices. I'm going to reduce it here by 1 as well. So this for all buildings here, and this decreases the efficiency by 90%. That's not that bad considering how much more money I get out of this one here, or how much money I save. The other problem though is that, well, I do lose support, of course, when I reduce the wages there, and the overall wealth of my people goes down. Something like that, I should keep that in mind. The other thing is that is very pressing here is our fun happiness. Now, we promised that in the last election, if you remember. And if I break this promise here, I cannot do any other promises anymore in the future elections, at least the next one for sure. And in that case here, we're pretty close to that. So it's not a good thing, to be honest, but we need to do something here. I need to increase the entertainment value, and in this case here, we can have a theater. I don't have anything else here. Right now, we do have the zoo here, so having a theater close by might be a good idea. So let's have the theater here. It costs me a lot though, so we shouldn't do that too often, right? But we do need to keep the happiness up there, so hopefully the theater changes that, and then we should have the prospect of that. Now, the other thing, why my support is so low, is that we do have lots of homeless people. We need to address that before the next election. I think the next election is around 1920 or something like that. Might be. Anyway, we do have to do something about that before that happens. Now, the problem though is that money is the problem. We do export a lot at the moment, but when I look at it, we have a lot of, well, raw materials or basic processed goods, like for example, planks. So right now, we are only producing planks out of the lumber mill, and they're not really expensive, right? We do have a fitting quest though, export boats. That's a good idea. So with the planks, we could make boats. So a boat yard is something that I'm aiming for. Let's have a look. $11,700 out of this freighter here. In the Pirate Cove, we are doing some treasure hunts now. The treasure hunts, the advantage there is that, well, it's a random reward, and sometimes it's $10,000 we get out of this one here, and that's quite important. Getting this booster from 10,000 from time to time is important. We get another 4 and 8. Let's use the money that we have there and make a boatyard, something like that. If I see it, that is, there's the shipyard. It cost me 4,700 already, the blueprint, and then 9,500 for the boatyard itself. That's quite a lot of money there, but we need to do it, right? And we do have a space here. It's rather close to my harbor. That's important as well, having it here. And then building it now. So we are minus 6,000. So hopefully with the boats we get a bit more money in there. And plus we shouldn't have the high wages there anymore. Construction is there. Upkeep, the apartments cost me quite a lot, right? I don't have that many apartments yet, 3 of them only, and they cost me a lot there for the upkeep. So let's reduce the budget for the apartments there as well. It will reduce the living quality a bit. I just say a bit, and we could save a bit more there each month. That's important. And we do have the edicts. Now having a look here, employee of the month there right now. It cost me 225, so the mines produce a bit more. That's a difficult one, because I don't know how much more they produce and how much more money I do get out of the mines with that. But let's deactivate it for now, saving a bit of money there again. Food for the people is quite important, and it doesn't cost us anything anymore. Other than that, we don't have any other edicts. That we could get some edicts up that bring us money, though. Though every edict here costs us money, as we can see, and money-wise, yeah, as you can see, we do have a problem there right now. There is now the theater coming up, so we do have a new building that costs us again, unfortunately. But in that case here, hopefully we do get with that beautiful building here the last 2 fun happinesses out of there. So we can find, oh, that looks like a nice little plaza here that we have there now. So we have the restaurant there, we have the theater there, and the Freitag now got a $13,000 dollars out of this one here. Doesn't change much yet. With the shipyard though, it hopefully changes something then. So over here we have the lumber mill, not producing anything right now. We do have planks in store, but in the logs is low, and the next income is there very low as well. So we probably have to get another logging camp up and running there soon. And there's the shipyard now coming up. That's fine. So with the shipyard now, we do get the planks in and can produce boats. Now boats are very valuable, so much more valuable than the planks will ever be. That is something we can do, and we could increase the budget for my restaurants. That will increase the efficiency there, so for the fun happiness, hopefully it does something there too. Because what I can see right now is that the theater doesn't do anything. Oh, that was a huge boost now there, 13,000. So we are positive again, even though only slightly, but at least we are a bit. And we get a 4 and 8 there as well, so actually we do have some money again. And now we have planks in store in the shipyard, so now we should make some boats out of it once the employees have arrived at the boatyard, at the shipyard. There they are. They should do something about that. Now, I'm going to increase the budget for the taverns there as well. What else do we have here? Decreases the job quality. Oh, and we have a new research found with the treasure hunt, the religion and state. All you can drink, job quality by 20, but efficiency is increased by 25. Let's do that for now. Having a higher efficiency there is important. We can do the same thing here. The restaurant, I think, clothes, napkins. No, we don't have the other things. We need to research them first, but we can increase the budget even more for a bit more efficiency there. Fun happiness is still stable. And what I can see is no one is visiting the theater there. So I think it's too expensive, right? Right, and there we should sell the first boats now. Yes, the first 120 boats. We do get a bit of money there, not enough though yet. So we are at 4,000. And as we can see here now, export boats 120 out of 1,000. That is our mission there. And the boatyard is producing now, the shipyard. But well, we do need the planks. More planks are coming. There's a fire raging as well. Oh, the circus. The fire trucks are coming already. It's a very important building. Losing that would be a catastrophic. And we could even, increase the budget for this one here. Now, theater, no one is still doing anything here, so we might as well just close it for the moment. So that might be a mistake on my part. I mean, it's not a complete mistake because at least we got the blueprint, but it's not really doing anything. So in that case here, people need to be well off, and we don't have any well off people right now, it seems. Right, we can look that up actually with our economy. Actually, we do have 127 well-off people in the town of Tropico. So we do have enough people that might visit the theater at some point. However, no one is visiting this building here right now. It's a bit strange. I don't know why. Classical staging. Nothing else that we could do here. Circus is back in town again, so let's increase the budget there as well. We are pretty close there. We only need one more point there. Come on, you can do this. Let's increase it. Clowns and popcorn is also the only work mode that we can have there. Money-wise, still rather stable. Around 0 all the time. Every time we get something in, and the next raid finishes soon. I don't think we'll be able to get the promise though. Oh, right, there we got it. Very good. There we fulfilled a promise. That should support us a bit again for the next election then. Very good. At least that is something that works. And money-wise, we need to export more. Come on. You people can do this. We do get more boats here. Oh, we have lots of planks now in the shipyard there. Working fine. Let's have a look at our city there for now. Lots of people on the streets. And blueprint for the embassy. That's good. So we do need to build the embassy at some point anyway. And that is a good blueprint there. It would advance us then to the Cold War, but we have it 1919, so I'm not going for Cold War now. Doesn't make any sense. I'm probably going to wait until 1945 or something like that. Let's have a look at the rates there real quick. Treasure hunt, so far so good, but I would be very happy about $10,000 there from the treasure hunt from time to time. The next freighter, bit more money again, but it's not really that much money there. Right, all our production buildings are working though, so hopefully that does something. Alright, and after a little bit of time, the next freighter already has 12,000 there, so we are rising there a bit, and we do have a bit of money there in store right now. The next treasure hunt found a research the panel colony. Oh, come on, those are things that I really don't want. Hopefully we find something better there of these treasure hunts there. Some expensive blueprints or $10,000. I haven't received the $10,000 treasure hunt yet. That might be something. Now that we do have a bit of money there, let's have a look at the needs of my people. So we do have 90 homeless people right now. We do need to get more bunkhouses. Bunkhouses actually do bring us a bit of money there, so it might be a good idea to have a few of them in store. What is the work mode here? The building operates at basic cost. And stack them high increases the maximum number of households by 2, the housing quality is decreased by 8, and broke citizens can afford to live in this building. The rent is 0. Oh, alright, let's not do that. Let's actually have more bunkhouses then up and running. We do need lots of them. As we can see, we do have lots of shacks here as well, here in our industry district still, so we can have a few of them here. It doesn't hurt us that much because in the long term we're going to get rid of these plantations there anyway and going to expand the city then on this side here and move the plantations then further away from everything. So up here we have lots of green area, as we can see, and then we can have lots of plantations then at some point. So those bunkhouses right now, they might look like they're on the outside of my town right now. They are, but in the future they will be definitely better off than in the middle of the town then when we grow. So 3 more bunkhouses, right? One up here as well, close to these plantations there. We do have shacks here that shouldn't be there. So let's build those houses. That should raise my support there, and we get a bit more income out of these bunkhouses there, even though it's not much, you know, but at least $20 for one bunkhouse. That's fine, as long as it's full. So that should be something. And yeah, planks. We have lots of planks in the shipyard now. More than my people can process, as it seems. And the storage is rather low this time around. So the next freighter will not bring us that much money. There we have the next bunkhouse. That raises my support right away. So homeless people goes down. Having a few more here. This one outside. I love the graphics. Really beautiful there.
I'm so glad I made this.
And there we completed the quest. Don't worry, no one will know that we met. In fact, we didn't meet. In fact, we never met. In fact, who are you again? Only kidding. See, I can joke. And we do get $2,000 for our bank account in Switzerland. So our Swiss account, we get 2,000. Well, with the 2,000 there, we do have offers here. So we do have right now in our Swiss bank account 2,000. So if we have more money than we might need, we could transfer something of some of that to our Swiss account and then use that money here for special offers like +7 religious standing, +10 militarist standing, something like that. A new policy that we could go for. Those offers change over time again and again, and we can even exchange here, as we can see, those point or that asset here with knowledge rate points directly, or college educated immigrants and stuff like that. So really cool actually. What we can do with that Swiss money. So it doesn't, we can't see the Swiss money here though. And yes, the fighter only got 6,000 this time around. We do have another fire. Where is it? Oh, down here a shack is burning. That shouldn't be a problem though. Do we have now? The next bunkhouse over here is finished, so there are some people live now. That should reduce the shacks there. There's another one coming up. Reducing the amount of homeless people there now. And housing quality though is a problem. Let's have a look at the overall happiness there. Housing and healthcare is also pretty low. The same with the faith. So another chapel might be something. The problem with the chapels though is they cost me money. You know, every single one of them costs me money per month. And I don't know how long I can sustain that growth there. People just want to go there, right? And they cost me money. And I can't do anything about that. But we do have the quest there. Another chapel, $5,000 actually. And we would increase our happiness there. So I actually want to wait with the chapel there until the next election. So we can promise a chapel, then I can build it. I don't think there's a time limit on this one here. Francesca, nope, there's no time limit.
The citizens are demanding elections,
and there is the upcoming election already.
That they want a choice in how they are ruled. So selfish.
And I will deliver an amazing speech. Let's have a look. Acknowledge the issue. The issue is that there is low faith, happiness, which is right. Praise a faction, the capitalists. Oh, we're pretty low with them. Blame no superpower. And let's promise something. Promise that we are going to increase the faith.
People of Tropico, it is I, your Presidente. You have showed your faith in me.
No one is watching.
Will be rewarded.
There is someone.
Every Tropican will get what they deserve. Your Presidente does not ignore your faith. You need places to pray, to confess your sins, and to nap before Holy Communion. God is everywhere. But it is unwise to worship outside in hurricanes.
Oh, and that was a lot of money there right now. 15,000, very good. Plus, we do have a higher support now.
With thanks. We're grateful for the many fulfilling jobs you create for my people. And your progressive attitudes.
Let's have a look at our trade things. There's planks. We should cancel that actually, but the penalty is pretty high. Tobacco.
We shall rise above the obstacles in our path. A golden age of piety is dawning. Together we will believe. My promises are made humbly, for I am Tropico. Remember,
okay.
A vote for El Presidente is a vote for me.
And that is totally right. We understand that logic. We do have a good support there, but we can make it higher. So we do have the chapel thing, address the religious issues that we have. We do have a bit of money there right now. I was also looking at our industry, so we can increase that. We do have the creamery up and running here. Oh, well, at least we have the blueprint. So it only costs us 10,000. We might keep that in our IDA because money-wise we could afford it. Cigar factory is something that I really want to go for though, but it's so expensive. Cost me there 17, 19, yeah, well, 20,000 actually. That is just a lot of money. And in that case here, let's have another chapel. We could have a church. Nah, let's have a chapel. Church is fine too. People are waiting here. And as we can see, we do have a good coverage there though. But let's have another one. And let's have that. Yeah, over here. Since we actually do have a bunkhouse there as well, might just have a chapel out there too, since more and more people are living there as well. Actually, in the beginning, I wanted to more move over here, but obviously people want to live closer to their workplaces. So in Tropico, you can't just, you know, place all your buildings here and then build all the industry over here. People will move over there in shacks if it needs to be, and then they will hate you for it, for living in shacks. And only 5,000 rate points once again. That's really not satisfactory here. The next pirate already departing for the pirate treasure hunt. Still no money there. I would need that money for some investments. The theater is still empty, even though we do have quite enough of well-off people. That is something I don't quite understand, why this is working, why this is not working. The restaurants though are, oh well, restaurants, yeah, they're fine I guess. The circus is definitely the magnet here, where everybody goes to. And let's have a look. The freighter, the chapel here is looking fine, so that is something that we can do. Support. Let's have a look there as well. Healthcare and faith and housing. Yeah, so the faith is something we're doing right now. Housing quality, we could increase the housing quality again for all the bank houses. Let's do that. And apartments we can, yeah, let's increase the money again for the houses there, and the support is already rising again because of that, because housing quality goes up. That's a good thing. I guess we are pretty well off here anyway, because support rating is 64%, indecisive 32, and against me a 4. I think if against me is higher than approval rating, then I would lose. So in that case here we should be pretty fine at the moment. And the next chapel, no one is building it. Oh yeah, it's being built right now. Election is in 12 months, so we still have a bit of time for that. And there's the next chapel. Very good. That is a promise there too. Or demand.
I knew I could count on you to do the right thing.
And let's get the money there too. So we do have a bit of money now, 21,000. And I want to use that for the next industry, so the creamery. We do have milk, and the creamery will then produce... Actually, what is it producing? Cheese! It's producing cheese for us, very good. So we can have that. Let's have it over here. We still have a bit of space there in the back of the ranch here. Actually, that fits. Very good. Let's have it there. And then we have another processing industry. And while those produce hopefully more money than they cost me, I don't know. We definitely should make some money there with the boats. Producing lots of them. We also have meat that we export right now. So for the meat industry, I don't think we can do anything right now. Nope. Chocolate is something for Cold War, not something we can do right now. Other than that, steel mill is something that I still want to go for. Coal and iron, we do have that. And steel should be quite valuable. A bit of money we still have. Education is 18% out of 20. That's pretty good. We could increase the budget there, raising the efficiency. Coal is trending, very good, so we do get a bit of money out of that one here.
Friends, right, Prez? And it's right to help friends, right?
There's another request by our broker, and he wants me to produce 1,000 cotton. Now the broker only does those things for the Swiss account. We don't get the money directly, and in that case here we don't have a time limit on those requests there. 1,000 cotton, that is something we should be able to do, right? We still have the plantation that we have for the cotton. There it is. Oh, it's certainly not valuable here, but here actually we could do it, and we could then have the multicultural with my sugar that we have here as well. So let's have that plantation over there. Very good. And have the road there as well. Right, so another plantation coming up. We probably, yeah, should have another bunkhouse here then too. Oops, that is the bunkhouse over here. Far outside there, and probably a tavern. Since that is far outside, we do have some people living here, and a tavern might actually make sense there for the workers as well. Right, money, we are down again a bit. Do have a few things here in store though. More boats are being produced. That's fine. I just wonder what we might actually reduce. So the library, we could reduce a bit there. The newspaper as well. Those are things that are not necessary, really. And labor policy with the treasure hunt. That is just pure trolling. Seriously. Nothing out of those treasure hunts there. Next one is on its way. Just some edicts that no one needs. Labor policy. That is just... What is that anyway? Found research, labor policy. Let's have a look at our...
I'm sure the good citizens of Tropico intend to vote for you, Presidente. I myself intend to vote
No,
for
we're
you
not going to
many,
rig the election
many
there.
times.
Our approval ratings are high enough. In that case, the only thing I wanted to look for is the research here. Do we have that unlocked now? What is going on there with that? We do have some work modes that we still can activate. So not for the library though, but for the bunkhouses, for the clinic. Let's go with the clinic work mode. And I don't see the labor anywhere. Labor policy, there it is. Allows you to change. Oh, that was a constitution topic. Right, so in the constitution that we have, we could have now something for the labor then. We could change that. And actually, after the election, we might just go for that. We have 68 support rating right now, so that's quite enough. I'm not afraid of that election. Another shack is burning. And of course, if I reduce the wages like that, people will be worse off, so they can't afford apartments all the time. So I still will have my primary goal of bunkhouses, even though those houses here, they are pretty populated. So they seem to be running fine. Do we earn some money with them? Yeah, actually quite a lot, $38.
Rats are restless, Presidente. They have not cooperated upon anything in many days.
Some report mild loneliness. It is vital to the cause that the comrades remain optimistic. If you could cooperate with us on this request, we would cooperate on a small party to raise our morale. Build a prison.
Presidente, the market is climbing and falling so rapidly. Just looking at the reports is making me seasick.
While I fully expected our goods to be tossed and churned by the ocean swell, I did not expect that prices to do so well as well, but I confess this could present an opportunity to make a great profit or loss. To continue the nautical analogy, it is sink or swim. Well, the thing with this one here, these are events that are happening, and in that case here we do have some high fluctuations with the prices now. Could be bad for us, could be very good for us. Creamery is finished now too, that's important. And with that, we can now win with 219 loyal Tropicans voted for you and 50 for anyone else. And with that, we can now finish our constitution once again. So we do have a few additional points now available since we researched that. All citizen vote, pacifist state, those things are fine. What do we have here? Religion. Theocracy. That would mean employees of religious buildings arrest criminals. Whoa, decreases global liberty by 10 and the overall tourism rating by 5, increases the religious faction standing by 10. Freedom of religion, that is the default state, so everyone can do whatever he wants. And atheist state increases the efficiency of education and research buildings by 50%, disables religious buildings. Citizens are less likely to orient their political views towards the religious faction. What? It disables all religious buildings. The thing with that is, will my support then tank to 0? Like seriously, I have very religious people. For now, let's keep freedom of religion, though that might change later. I have to research on that. The other thing is a life's work. What is that? Labor policy. Citizens are required to start working at the age of 14 and cannot retire. No. Happy childhood and early retirement lowers the retirement age by 5 years. No, we cannot afford that. Let's keep a happy childhood here. So the government of Tropico shall have power to limit, regulate and prohibit the labor of persons under 18 years of age, notwithstanding wholesome employment such as the delivery of newspapers. Let's confirm these changes. And with that, we have a new constitution, a rather liberal one, I might say. And
Presidente, I know you always keep your promises. But the citizens today can be very
and there we made a
counts
promise last time, so we need to raise the happiness there of faith. So with a few more buildings like the church that we can unlock then soon, we probably will be able to do that. But for now, let's just watch our city grow, and we'll see each other next episode. Stay tuned.